Are they tricking us right now? Are these price spikes a trick? Is it a trap? That's what we're trying to test and find out. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you guys here today. Today we are down 1.53%. We got the red background today indicating a little bit of a down day, but we do only have 1 hour, 10 minutes left in the daily candle before we can start a new day, start pumping to the upside. We're still stuck in that channel that we've been talking about. We also just got to our resistance line. We actually broke through for a small amount of time here, this 0.48211 zone. Unfortunately, it acted as a resistance today. So we're going to be covering the charts. We're going to look at the weekly, daily, 4-hour for XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu. We are also going to be jumping into the news. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin again today. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. Dogecoin price rallies 150% in 4 days. But Doge now most overbought since April 2021. And for those of you guys that follow the channel, we know we talk about the RSI and this overbought, meaning is it ready for a little bit of a pullback here? We'll check. Bitcoin metric warns of $21,000 profit taking as decade-old BTC wakes up. So again, a lot of these tokens getting to this excitement level. Everyone's really getting excited. And when everyone gets excited and retail starts to buy, well, the big institutions like to sell it to you and take all of the money. And then, so, make sure you're checking your levels here in the charts, which we're going to do today. Ripple's XRP hits remarkable decentralization milestone as SEC lawsuit heads for conclusion. We'll be jumping into that today. And also, is Ripple ready? Swift payment platforms to enact upgrade in the coming months. So kick it off here. Doge price could drop 60% by the end of this year as it reaches its most overbought level since April of 2021.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.
The Dogecoin price rally extended further on October 29th in hopes that the cryptocurrency would get a major boost from Elon Musk's Twitter acquisition, and it has obviously been a major deal. So Elon Musk boosts Dogecoin price again. Dogecoin price jumped by nearly 75% to reach 14.6 cents on October 29th, the biggest daily gain since April of 2021. The meme coin's massive intraday rally came as part of a broader uptrend that started earlier this week, October 25th. In total, Doge's price gained 150% during the October 25th to 29th rally. So for 4 days, those of you guys that have been in Dogecoin have been absolutely blowing up. Very exciting for you guys. The surge was also accompanied by a decent increase in its daily trading volumes that coincided with a spike in the number of Doge transactions exceeding $100,000, according to sentiment. Both indicators suggest a growing demand for Dogecoin among rich investors or so-called whales. So here we have the volume profile, whale transaction count, and the price of Doge. As the whales came in, big bags, big bags here, ladies and gentlemen. The yellow line is the Dogecoin price. So as we can see, whales bought the price up. Now the hype train is starting to start. We'll see if it will continue to move to the upside, or are people just buying the tokens that the whales bought down here from the big banks. The jump across Dogecoin's key metrics reflect investors' excitement about Elon Musk's Twitter acquisition on October 27th earlier this year. The billionaire entrepreneur half flirted with the idea of making Dogecoin a payment method to purchase the Twitter Blue subscription. And if you're not familiar, Twitter Blue is an option on there where you get extra perks and different things. And you can also have your NFT as your profile picture, all kinds of cool stuff. It does cost, I believe, $4 a month to have Blue, but he was going to make it to where you had to pay for that. In Dogecoin, obviously that hasn't even triggered yet, but people are freaking out. Musk, Tesla, and SpaceX already accept Doge payments for their merchandise. So yes, you can buy t-shirts and hats and stuff, but you can't buy Tesla with it yet or anything like that. When that flips, when that switch flips, then we can see some reality coming through. Shiba Inu meme coins follow Doge as well. Shiba Inu, the second largest meme token by market cap, posted a copycat rally as well. Shiba Inu price up by 30%. And we'll jump into the Doge charts and the Shiba Inu charts here in just a couple minutes. Just wanted to cover this with you as well. Additionally, other meme coins have jumped massively in the said period, including Doge Elon Mars, which rallied 140%. But here's the important part. Dogecoin's ongoing price rally is starting to look overstretched. However, according to this classic indicator, the RSI. The RSI is a momentum indicator determining a degree of recent price changes to analyze overbought or oversold levels, has risen to 93.69 on the daily chart. This is the highest level since April 2021, a month before the Doge price rallied to its record high of 0.75 cents. So you can see that back over here when the price had rallied all the way up to this level here, which was essentially, looks like 40 cents or so. It took a big dip, but then rallied hard. And then, of course, so from here to here, higher price. What do we always talk about? RSI lower, bearish divergence kicked in, and then boom, the market crashed on Dogecoin. Bitcoin metric warns of 21K profit taking. So Bitcoin is getting livelier at current 6-week highs, data shows, as profit taking comes back into the spotlight. Data from the on-chain analytics firm Glassnode shows that the oldest dormant Bitcoin is returning to circulation. Now, why you would want to start getting active and selling your Bitcoin when the real rally hasn't even started, I don't know yet. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice, just personal entertainment, financial entertainment, financial education. But if I had the oldest Bitcoins ever that came out like 2009 or whatever, why would I sell now at 20? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait till it gets back up to 70. Wait till it gets to, as they say, $1 million a coin. I don't really get this whole selling my coin in this specific situation. So we're going to find out here. As Bitcoin stages something of a comeback the second half of October, holders are changing their behavior after a year-long bear market. According to Glassnode, the number of Bitcoin previously stationary in their wallet for 7 to 10 years, but not active again, reached a 1-month high on October 29th. Now, this could also be them just transferring coins back and forth. Doesn't mean that they're actually buying or selling. This is, in fact, at least the least in a series of such highs, with the previous one seen on October 1st. So as you can see back here, October 1st, and then these coins basically went dead. And you can see this line right here is activity. It has now climbed back up into this realm right here. Further numbers reveal that the unspent transactions outputs, the OTXOs in profit, reached a 1-month high of 73% on October 28th, aiming to eclipse levels from September. Glassnode shows that Bitcoin being moved is rapidly done so at a profit rather than at a loss. Ripple's XRP hits remarkable decentralization milestone as SEC lawsuit heads for conclusion. And we covered this pretty good yesterday as well. Just wanted to reiterate it in case you had not seen. But Ripple's XRP holdings fall below 50% for the first time. So out of all of the XRP in circulation right now, Ripple used to, I mean, it was kind of bad. Ripple held a lot of tokens, but now other people hold it. So they own now less than 50%. They are now not the majority owner of all of the XRP supply. This is a huge, huge, huge positive thing for XRP. In fact, Ripple has been the center of controversy in the past due to the company's mammoth ownership of the cross-border remittance token, with some critics contending that if it gives the firm complete control over the ledger. What's next in the Ripple's ongoing fight with the SEC? The crypto payments firm scored a big tactical win a week ago after it granted access to a veritable treasure trove of emails and documents that the agency had incessantly refused to turn over. If you remember, SEC did not want to give over the Hinman documents. Ripple won. Now they're going through those files, they're reading, and they're finding out what they can use in their battle against the SEC. So the SEC was hiding evidence, did not want to give it up. They had been told that they have to give it up numerous times. They fought, I believe it was 6 times in a row. They kept delaying. This time, they were told that they had to give it over. What's interesting is they could have still taken their time. They gave it over right away. So maybe they're ready to throw in the towel of their own case because they know that they're going to lose. The case, which poses an existential threat to Ripple and the wider crypto industry as a whole, is now heading to a crucial juncture. Both Ripple and the SEC will file reply briefs next month and thereafter await the court's ruling in the motions. Ripple has promised to continue fighting this lawsuit in order to get the burgeoning crypto sector in the US the badly needed regulatory clarity. So Congratulations to Ripple and the XRP. Thank you, Ripple, the company, for spending hundreds of millions of dollars to try and settle this whole situation outright. So that way the SEC cannot go out and bully other tokens and we can be fun and excited in the crypto industry. Is Ripple ready though? Right? So Swift payment platforms to enact upgrade this coming month. As stated in an official announcement, global financial messaging service Swift has accepted its community request to start ISO 20022 migration in March of 2023. On October 20th, the ECB shared its decision to delay the ISO 2022 migration of the Euro system by 4 months from November to March. The Euro system consists of the ECB and the national central banks NCBs of the countries that have adopted the euro. According to recent reports, the clearinghouse automated payment system CHAPS, a UK-based system that facilitates large British pound domination money transfers, is also set to implement the ISO 20022 come April 2023. And in the US, Fedwire has set to target for March of 2025 for its transition to ISO 20022, while FedNow, a new rail service developed by the US Federal Reserve Banks, targets mid-2023. So lots and lots of developments coming along in 2023. And then, of course, later on, the Fedwire be coming out in 2025. So the Euro, the UK, and the US will all be implementing some sort of transfer of the ISO 20022 in 2023. And here we have a great tweet that came out from X Anderson, updated ISO 222 timeline. Euro system target 2, March 2023, Bing Bang migration. Swift, March 2023, beginning of migration. CHAPS UK, April 2023. FedNow US, ISO 20022 based, mid 2023, target Fedwire 2025. So these are key dates. Make sure you jot those down if that's something that you're interested in. Ripple is definitely the leader in this shift. ISO 20022 is gradually becoming the global standard for the world's cross-border payment flows. Ripple has been the leader in this shift with the RippleNet network designed from start with ISO 20022 standard in mind. And in fact, in April 2020, Ripple announced that it had just joined the ISO 20022 registration management group standards body, becoming the first member focused on distributed ledger technology.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.
All right, let's go ahead and do our update. So first and foremost, speaking of RSI, we use a special RSI here called the TDI with the RSI divergence. Right now, on the XRP charts for the daily, we are in a bearish scenario, okay? So we have gotten below market baseline with the black background on the daily, showing bearish, even though we do have some really good movement to the upside. In fact, we will very soon be flipping to the bullish possibly, right? So I can't say for sure, because again, today we had a down day, but what we see here is the RSI climbing. And once we cross back above the market baseline here, this yellow line, which is currently sitting right at 55.9, and our RSI is at 52. So it's super close. Once it crosses up, as you guys all know, once the RSI crosses market baseline, the price tends to rally once we get that green background, especially here on this daily chart. When we drop down to a smaller time frame like the 4-hour, we are in a bullish background. But as you can see, the bullish rally did definitely go up pretty solid, and then unfortunately starting to fizzle out, and it is heading to the downside here this last 4 hours of the day. Now, I did want to bring something up that we've been tracking here on XRP specifically. This red moving average, it's the 50 exponential, had crossed to the downside of this blue line right here. It's the 1100 exponential. That was going to be a very, very bad scenario, but the good thing is it battled back. So XRP is trying to make a bullish move like we've been talking about. We're going to see what happens. It's literally at that decision point, and it's really inside of this crazy channel that it's been trading in as well. In fact, we even have a little pattern developing here. Let's go ahead. We'll just chart this out. So as we can see, we go here and here, we take this up. We have a little channel starting to develop. We can use the tops of the wicks. So we use the tops of these wicks. The dotted line is the center line of our body. You can see we just recently broke down below the center line of the channel. The bottom of that channel as it's coming down is about here, 45 cents. That also coincides with our supply and demand zone down here at the bottom of 46 to 45 cents. That's our 1 hour supply and demand zone, which we'll take a look at here. So as we talked about yesterday, when we charted this all out, let's go ahead and get rid of this because it's in the way now. We talked about these being very, very important numbers, but we also talked about with this candle here specifically on the 4-hour charts, if we were to break above it, that would be a great breakout zone, right? So if we were to break and reclaim that as a support, that number, and so right now we're on the 13 candle. Yesterday's 13 candle was right here. We had a nice shot up. We had talked about if we broke here. So from where we were yesterday, talked about if we could come up here, break above that, come down and retest that, then take off, we would see some really bullish potential. Unfortunately, it went up, rejected off that. Now it's coming back down. It's going to potentially come and retest this zone here and also our 1100 exponential moving average. Does it rally back? We will find out. If not, we could see a drop. And if we're looking for a drop, where are we headed? Well, this would be our next stop on the 4-hour. Let's go ahead and label this with red because that's what we label our 4 hours. That 45 cent to 44.5 cent level. If for some crazy reason we start to see profit taking on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, all of these tokens, if people, because it's pumping right now, people are freaking making money. Remember, pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. So people that are getting greedy right now are about to get smashed in the market. So what we'll see is a bounce back from here, hopefully claim this as a bullish scenario, okay? If not, we could see this getting down here, challenging this, breaking down to here, and then heading back to this bottom line support line that we talked about from this zone over here, which is at 42 cents level. Now, when we're taking a look at the weekly charts, let me go ahead and clear all of these here. Okay, so we're looking at the weekly charts. Our low level on the weekly charts is here, 35 cents. Our higher level, if we start and continue this bullish rally, we're looking at 78 cents, right? So those are some numbers that it's going to be playing in all of this area for quite some time. Just wanted to show you that on the weekly charts. And then going back to our RSI, with the TDI, boom, right here. You can see we are bullish. We're very bullish on the weekly. So that's exciting. We're above the 50. We very likely could make another rally to the upside. We only have 1 day, 1 hour left in this candle, and it very likely could make its way back up because of the simple fact that it broke back inside of the volatility bands. Volatility bands are widening here. That's good news. The center market baseline yellow line here is starting to slope up, and this is starting to round up as well. And we have all this room on the weekly charts. Remember, the weekly moves take 5 weeks to several months to play all the way out, as we've seen here, because the bottom of this move was here, the June low, and it took all the way until now to even just get where we are. But we're in that bullish green background. On the daily charts, we were looking a little bearish there for the little correction. But now, once we break back to the upside here, we could see something fly. On the 4 hour, we're still looking bullish. It's kind of just been ping-ponging back and forth, though. Nothing major as far as movement goes. We have steadily continued to grow in that time. In our 1 hour charts, you can see here, look, when we flipped over the market baseline, whoa, right? So a nice fat rally there. Once we flipped above market baseline, whoa, fat rally there. So we're looking good. The 1 hour is showing bearish, so we're just waiting for the turnaround here. Once this gets back above there, we can continue our march to the upside. Let's take a look at Bitcoin now. All right, so Bitcoin on the 1 hour charts showing bearish, has gotten to the bottom of our volatility band though. And you can also see the bands have gotten really narrow. So indicating a potential massive move coming soon, whether it's up or down, we have to watch and see. We're not really sure there. Right now, price is trading in between our zone. Remember, we had this zone going right here. It dipped down into these 1 hour supply and demand zones before turning back up. We still have this daily supply and demand zone up here to the top side. 21,173 has not been hit yet. We did break back above this massive major support. So today we got the this is the 16 candle. Yesterday, 13. This is where we did our video yesterday. It did a nice rally to the upside. Did not quite get to that zone. Trading sideways now. Weekly, just flip bullish. This is, so, you know, a lot of people were talking about this being the market bottom. I personally thought we were going to get a double down. I still think that. But we just flipped bullish on the weekly charts. This is big, big. This is big, big. Very, very big deal. All right. So we're looking very bullish on the weekly charts. We do have 1 day, 1 hour left of this candle to close. We'll see. Do we have a quick correction? It's going to leave a fat, massive fair value gap here, right? All this whole entire body back down to this candle, which I've already got it marked. 19,702. It has a fair value gap all the way back to there. But we just flipped bullish for Bitcoin on the weekly. We are bullish for Bitcoin on the daily, on the RSI charts here. We are having a little correction. We're also way too far outside of the volatility band. So it needs a correction regardless. How deep that correction is, who knows? Is it just to this line and then another rally up? We will be following here along. So make sure you subscribe and check that out. We take a look here at the 4 hour. You can see it's starting its correction. It just dipped back below the market baseline scenario here. So we might see a little bit of downwards movement. And like I'm saying, I would not mind it coming to here, to 19,709 before the next run up, because that would clear out any doubt in my mind of that fair value gap being left behind, or an imbalance, whatever you want to call it. However, looking here on the 4 hour, there's an imbalance all the way back down to here. So 19,302. So we'll keep a very close eye on this. Also on the 4 hour, we can see a very, very obvious price was here. Price went above that right here. That's an upward movement in price, while we have a massive drop in the RSI right there. That's a bearish divergence. We could see that correction coming. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Let's jump over to Ethereum. And we'll check Ethereum's weekly charts here. Weekly bullish as can be, absolutely. Let's look at the daily here. Daily overbought, and also just way crazy outside of the Bollinger Band. Look at this volume. So look at these bands got real tight right here, real narrow, and then all of a sudden, wham, wham, super huge, right? Lots of volume coming in. So when you see something like this, look for a big move to happen. In fact, look at how big these bands were here. And then before the actual move, we got real tight right here. And that's when the move happened. So anyway, right now we're really overexpanded. We'll see what happens as far as that goes. It is still bullish as can be, but it's also overbought. Looking here at the 4 hour charts. 4 hour charts just got bullish. But look at this. So when RSI gets to 70, it's considered overbought. The market baseline is at 70. This is way crazy overbought right now. So that's potentially going to cross to the downside on this 4 hour candle that it's on right now. It's trying to drop. And so what I was thinking is this line right here is the 1608. If the price can drop below 1608, it may have a chance to rally down all the way to 1547. So that's what I was looking at there. So bullish weekly, bullish daily, bullish 4 hour, but at the same time, crazy overbought. So be careful. Like these things are hot, right? So you don't want to touch the stove when things are hot. I don't ever like to buy into a rally, but you do whatever you want to do. It's not financial advice. Dogecoin, same thing, way crazy rally, right? This rally is out of control. Let's look at the weekly charts here. The weekly charts show that there's tons and tons and tons of room to run. Tons and tons of room to run. This could absolutely explode. Right now, it went up a little too hot, a little too fast. We are closing this weekly candle out in 1 day, in 1 hour. Let's see what happened here. Where did it get to? So we got right to that level. Nope, it got to this level. So it got to this previous level, which this level would have created a valley for those of you guys that follow anything like this, because this was the last high candle. This candle right here creates a valley. And this still could happen here, guys. When price continues to move up, which there's a lot of room based on the RSI. If this thing runs up to here and breaks through that body candle close above that, then bye-bye. See you later. That thing is about to moonshot. So we'll keep a very close eye on Dogecoin as we continue tracking as well. Let's go look at Shiba Inu. What's going on here with Shiba Inu? So Shiba Inu, it got to this level and it broke above that level, rejected there. So it went up, did a first touch on that level there. That's on the weekly. Let's check. I bet there's an exact level on the daily that it went up and hit. Let's zoom in on these. So we got the bottoms of the bodies of this candle right there. The body of that candle, the body of this daily candle, which was the August 16th candle, was essentially the rejection point where it tested. So price ran up to that level, tested it, rejected back. It's making a crazy drop. People are taking profits because you have to remember, lots of people have been buying and buying and buying Shiba Inu. When it gets up here, they finally made some big profits. They're taking profits. A lot of people learned their lesson from last bull run, right? There's a lot more veteran traders in the markets these days because they made a bunch of money last year and then went back to zero. They didn't ever take profits, right? So taking profits is also part of the game when it comes to trading. Even long-term holding, if you're up 10x, if I'm up 10x, I'm taking some money off the table. You know what I mean? Like, get my initial investment out because then I never lost money. So you got to play the game correctly as well. So Shiba Inu, pretty impressive, big move. What's going on here though? Daily is bullish. In fact, look at this. It crossed market baseline back here. We'll say here then officially, and then the market ran. Let's look at the weekly charts. Weekly charts, bullish for Shiba Inu as well. So this likely could continue the rally. However, we have seen this before. Look, where price, it gets right above it and then immediately drops back like this. So we've got to be careful. Are they tricking us right now? Are these price spikes a trick? Is it a trap? That's what we're trying to test and find out.